I will just introduce my team. To my right is our Secretary of the Board, Sri Vidyadhatta Naik. To my left is Deputy Secretary, Sri Bharat Chopde. And to the right of the Secretary is Assistant Secretary, Madam Kadam. So, at the outset, we wish all the candidates very best for the result of SSC April 2023 examination, and of course we wish them all the best in their future endeavor. We will make some analysis of this examination results of 22. The result will be available on the official website of the board. This is gbshsc.in. This is the link. Results.gbshsc.goa.net. Only they should have a credentials in front of them. The credentials will be available on their hall ticket. One is the seat number that is required. It is a school code and date of birth in the format date and month. This is how it will look like. Seat number. They will have to fill up the school index. Date of birth. Example is given as 01/05, and then it's a captcha, and then they can get their results. This examination was conducted at 31 examination centers across the state. The SSC examination, this was held in two terminal system. The first terminal, this was held between October 10/11/2022 to 29/11/2022. In the month of October it was. And second term, this was from 1st April to 24th April. The first term, this was totally based on multiple choice questions. And second term, this was a subjective type questions. The final result is prepared based on the performance of the first term, second term, and an internal assessment. We will not issue any separate mark sheet for term 1 and term 2, but for the purpose of official record to the schools, we will give them the consolidated sheet, that is the result sheet of term 1 and term 2 if required. Otherwise, the consolidated result sheet will be available on their school login ID. There will be only one mark sheet, which is the combining the performance of the first term, second term, and the internal assessment. As you are aware that the passing criteria is 33% out of 100 marks, provided, very important, that a candidate gets minimum of 21% of combined marks of term 1 and term 2. If the candidate is a sports person, instead of 21%, the candidate should get 11%, and then we will exercise the sport merit marks to make the total as 21%. If it is not, then the sport marks will be carried forward. The SSC result for the last 5 years, you can see here. This is in the year 2018, this was 91.27. 19, this was 92.47. 20, this was 92.69. 21, there was no examination. This was totally based on the internal evaluation. So 99.72. 22, it was 92.75. You can see this graph, how it varies. This is the pass percentage of the last 5 years. And this is for April 2023. From the regular category, 19,958 have appeared for this examination, and 19,288 passed this examination, and the pass percentage is 96.64%. So there is an increase of 3.9%, almost close to 4%. This is the gender-wise result. Boys 10,071 appeared, passed 9,706, no reserve category, and pass percentage is 96.37. And as usual, the girls have they have performed well than the boys. Out of 9,887 girls, 9,582 passed this examination. One girl's reserve is kept in reserve category. Result is kept in reserve category, and the pass percentage is 96.92%. Overall percentage is 96.64. Private, ITI and repeater candidates. 53 private candidates appeared for this examination. 29 passed and 54.72% is a result. ITI, those are the non-matriculated candidates having done their ITI course of 2 years or it is 3 years. If they appeared for 2 subjects as per the equivalency norms, then they could get the SSC equivalent certificate. So like that, 18 candidates have appeared for this examination. 12 of them passed and the pass percentage is 66.67%. And these are the repeater candidates of the previous batches. 446 have appeared, 252 passed, and the result is 56.50. Very important part here, it is a private candidate and the ITI candidates. They were going the internal assessment scheme. So they had to go to the respective school, answer their internal examination, and those marks were forwarded to the board to come out with their results. The ITI scheme, this is notified in the official gazette 26/1/2017. The criteria for the equivalence is minimum there should be a 2 years ITI course in any trade, and equivalence criteria is candidate has to appear and pass in 2 subjects. One subject is the English language one, and second one any language of his or her choice. The purpose of this scheme is to pursue the higher education and for the employment purpose. This is especially in the government of Goa or it is a private sector. For specially able candidates, 425 appeared, 418 passed, and the pass percentage of the specially able candidates in the SSC examiner, this is 98.35. Total number of the schools offering CWSL subjects, that is children with special needs, is 104, out of which 4 were the special schools. So 100 schools, they have sponsored the specially able candidates in various subjects. The educational facilities granted to specially able candidates. Number 1, this is 50% concession in the examination fees. There is a separate paper considering their special ability. There is a provision for the extra time depending on the special ability. There is a special seating arrangement, preferably on the ground floor. Nearest examination center, there is a scribe or the reader or a writer. We provide enlarged print of question paper for visually impaired candidate, and we allow them to drop the second language and take the subjects like painting, cookery, data processing, desktop publishing, astronomy or other ones. These are the 4 special schools. Sanjay Center for Special Education, Porvorim. They have sponsored 31 candidates, 31 passed, and the result is 100%. St. James Academy, Old Goa, have sponsored 14 candidates, all 14 passed, result 100%. Lok Vishwas Pratishthan's Virani Isani High School for Hearing Impaired Children, Lavri Fonda, sponsored 6 candidates, all 6 of them passed, result 100%. And Lok Vishwas Pratishthan's IJ Virani and NI Virani schools and home for visually impaired children, Lavri Fonda, in this category they have sponsored 2 candidates, 2 passed, result 100%. The percentage of the candidates in the following range: less than 33, 126 candidates; 33 to 45, 1,144; 46 to 59, this is 4,718; and the maximum candidates, they are placed in 60 to 80, so 9,708. They have scored the marks between 60% to 80%, and in 81 to 100, 4,262 candidates are placed. Social category wise result: from the general category, 14,979 appeared, 14,397 passed this examination. Needs improvement is 211, and this is the another facility which we have implemented from last year. 370 are placed in ATKT, allowed to keep terms. One candidate's result is kept in reserve, and this percentage is 96.11. From the OBC category, 2,680 appeared for this examination. 2,636 passed this examination. 14 are placed in needs improvement. 30 are placed in ATKT category, and 98.36 is the percent. SC category, 256 appeared, 246 passed. 4 are placed in needs improvement category, and ATKT are 6. Result is 96.09. ST category, 2043 candidates appeared, 2009 passed, needs improvement 12, and ATKT this is 22 and 98.34. So 19,958 appeared, 19,288 passed this examination, and 241 they have to answer supplementary examination along with this ATKT candidate. The facility for ATKT candidate is they can take the admission for the 11th standard. They have to clear this subjects for 1 year to get the result of 11th standard. If they don't get the result, if they don't clear the 10th standard examination, then the result of 11th will not be declared. So this 428 candidate will be allowed to keep the terms, both the terms for 11th standard, first term and the second term, and they will have to work simultaneously for the class 10 as well as for class 11. But to get the result of the 11th standard, they have to clear their class 10 examination. This is the ATKT statistics. From general category, 370 candidates they are placed in ATKT category. OBC 30, SC 6, ST 22. So total 428 will be the new admissions in addition to those who have passed this examination. Taluka wise enrollment of the candidates and the result. Bardes, 53 aided schools are there, so fully funded by the government. Unaided 2, government 3, and enrollment of candidates, this was 3,471. Out of that, 3,320 passed this examination. The result is 95.65. Visually, there are 18 government aided schools, no unaided, 11 government schools, and 1,409 have appeared through these schools. 1,357 passed this examination. The result is 96.31. Kankona, 13 aided schools are there, no unaided schools, 6 government schools, 672 candidates have appeared through this center, through this taluka, 663 have passed, and the result is 98.66. Dharmadoda, 9 aided schools, no unaided schools, 2 government schools, and this is the lowest enrollment for that taluka, 321. Out of that, 313 passed, result is 97.51. KPM, 12 government aided schools, 2 unaided schools, 7 government schools, and 1,144 have appeared through this taluka, of which 1,112 passed this examination. Result is 97.20. Varmokova, 26 aided schools, 1 unaided school, 7 government schools, 1,737 candidates appeared through this taluka, and 1,653 have passed this examination. Result is 95.16. Among all the talukas, this is the lowest result. Pedne, out of 26 government aided schools, 1 unaided school, 6 government schools, and 1,036 have appeared, of which 1,024 cleared this examination. The result is 98.84. This is the highest of all the talukas. Fonda, 43 government aided schools, 2 unaided schools, 7 government schools, and 2,265 have appeared. 2,216 cleared this examination. The result is 97.84. Salsep, the biggest taluka, 61 government aided schools, 2 unaided schools, and 4 government schools. The enrollment, this was also the maximum. 4,187 have appeared, of which 4,047 cleared this examination, and 96.66, this is the pass percentage. Sangem, 6 aided schools, the lowest schools in this taluka, no unaided schools, and 6 government schools. So 420 have appeared to this taluka, 410 passed this examination, the result is 97.62. Sattari, 8 government aided schools, no unaided schools, and a maximum 14 government schools. 835 candidates have appeared through this taluka, 797 have cleared this examination, and 95.45 is the result. Kiswadi, 39 government aided schools, no unaided schools, 5 government schools, 2,461 have appeared through this taluka, and 2,376 have cleared this examination. The result is 96.55. So 314 government aided schools, 10 unaided schools, 78 government schools, total is 402 schools have sponsored 19,958 candidates, giving the result as 96.64. This is National Skill Qualification Framework. This is the 7th, that is the additional subject, 6 plus 1. 138 candidates passed this examination, taking the benefit of 7 subjects. So only because of this 7 subject they passed this examination. 106 secondary schools, of which 30 were government aided schools, and 76, total 78 government schools, but 2 did not sponsor any candidate. So 76 government schools have offered National Skill Qualification Framework skill-oriented subject for this examination. 3,863 candidates appeared for this examination. 3,781 passed this examination, and the result of this particular subject is 97.88%, of which 138 candidates they passed the entire examination because of this 7th subject. This is pre-vocational subject. This is dropping maths, science, or it is social science. So dropping one of the subject, they have offered pre-vocational subject. 24 secondary schools they have offered pre-vocational subject for 2023 SSC examination. 341 have appeared. 308 students passed, and 90.32% is the result. From the coming academic year 23-24, looking at the past track, we are going to drop this pre-vocational subject. This one will be merged with the NSQF. So they will have to take up the 7th subject. So in that case, all candidates will have to take maths, science, social science, and if they want pre-vocational scheme, they can avail this pre-vocational scheme as a 7th subject. So they will have to undergo all these 6 subjects plus this one. Now those who are in the 12th standard, it will continue for them, but for 9th standard, no admission shall be given to this pre-vocational scheme. Under sport merit marks policy, 7,151 have availed the benefit of sport merit mark. Either they have passed because of the sport merit marks, or the sport merit marks will be reflected on their mark sheet. And the number of candidates who have passed the exam only because of sport merit marks is 197. So 197 they have passed because of sports merit marks, or maybe dual benefit of condemnation. So overall percentage of the candidate passing this examination due to sport merit marks is 1.02%. And these are the subjects which are offered under National Skill Qualification Framework. 50 in 1. This is banking, financial service, and insurance. This is the additional subject that was offered to them for the 23 examination. The first one is automobile, second one is IT or ITES, third retail, fourth beauty and wellness, apparel, construction, seventh one is the agriculture, paddy farmer, eighth one is telecommunication, ninth logistic, 10th tourism and hospitality, 11th one is agriculture, solanaceous crop, plumbing is the 12th one, electronics is 13, 14 is the healthcare, this is home health aid, and 15th is banking, financial service and insurance. In fact, this is the base of the skill-oriented subjects. Looking at the subject-wise passing percentage and the highest marks in major subjects. English, this is the first language. Last year, the pass percentage was 97.18. This year, it is 95.92. Highest score last year was 99. This time, it is 98. Second language, Hindi. Last year, it was 99.1. This was the pass percentage. This year, it has slightly gone down, 96.97. And highest score is 98 even this year. Marathi third language, 98.54 was the pass percentage last year. This has slightly come down for this year, 96.93. Highest score is 99 this year. Last year it was 98. Third language, Kokani, 99.45. This was last year. This time also it has gone down, 96.61. Highest score last year was 100. This year it is 99. Third language, Urdu, this is 96.93, this was last year. This has gone down to 91.22 this year. Highest score is 96. Last year also it was 96. Sanskrit, 99.83, this was the pass percentage last year. This time it is 99.67, slightly on the lower side. Score is same, last year 99, this year also it is 99. Third language, Kannada. This is last year the percentage was 100. This time it is 88.24. This time the highest score is 97. Last time it was less. This is 94. Arabic third language. Pass percentage last year was 100. This time also it is 100. Last time the highest score was 99. This time the highest score is 100, and one student have secured this all 100 marks. French third language. This time the passing percentage is 98.38. Last time this was higher, 99.31. Highest score this time also it is 99. Last time also it was 99. Portuguese third language. The pass percentage this has gone up, 99.63, and last year it was 99.11. Highest score last year this was 99. This time this has gone up, 100. So one student has scored all 100 out of 100 marks in Portuguese. Maths, which we have introduced in 2 levels since 21. So regular of the standard maths, the passing percentage this time it is 98.61. This is on the higher side. Last time this was 97.35. Last time the highest score was 100. This time also it is 100, and 6 students have scored all 100 marks. The basic mathematics, these are the candidates who do not want to pursue the maths at a higher level. So the pass percentage this has gone up, 93.93 this time. Last time this was 91.30. The highest score last time this was 97, but this time it is 99. So on the higher side. Science, last time the pass percentage was 96.26. It has gone up now by 97 to 97.16. So almost 1%. And last time the score 100 was the last time the highest score. This time also it is 100, and 121 candidates have secured all 100 marks. Social science, which is a combination of geography and history, the pass percentage last time this was 97.25. This time it is 96.86, slightly lower. Last time the score was 100. This time also the score is 100, and 163 candidates have scored all 100 marks. Performance in this new subject, which we have introduced since last year. This is mathematics level 1. 356 schools have sponsored this regular candidate, regular mathematics. 8,610 number of the candidates appeared for this examination, and 8,490 have passed this examination. The pass percentage is 98.61. Major out of this 8,490, these are the major candidates who go to maybe science stream or polytechnic or wherever there is a maths involved. And for basic mathematics, there is a combination. Here it is. 379 schools they have sponsored the candidates for basic mathematics. Number is larger than the regular mathematics. So 11,186 have appeared for this examination through basic mathematics. 10,527 passed this examination and the result is 93.93. Astronomy, this is one of the additional subjects which we have taken as a 7th subject. So 19 schools have sponsored, 669. So percentage, the number of the candidates has gone up here. 662 passed and 98.95 they have passed this examination. To tell you the fact that for astronomy, there is no special teacher that is teaching, but it's a additional or it is the one who is very much interested in astronomy and well versed with the astronomy. They only teach this subject, and it is the Friends of Astronomy who is helping us in delivering all these lectures or the classes and the practicals also. Fine arts, there is a teacher. 5 schools they have offered this subject. 73 students have appeared for this examination and 72 have passed. The result is 98.63. This is the taluka wise number of schools with 100% result. You can see in the government schools, out of 78, 63% schools they have scored all 100% marks. So 49 schools they have scored 100% marks. Aided schools, out of those 314, 41% schools have secured all their 100% result. Then unaided schools, there are 10 unaided schools and all 10 unaided schools result is 100%. All 10 have got their result as 100%. And you can see out of 402 schools, 187, that is 47% of total schools have got 100% result. You can see the taluka wise, Barles there are 18 schools, Picholi there are 16 schools, Kankon there are 14 schools with 100% results, and it is Ponda you can see 31 schools with 100% results, Salset 25 schools with 100% results, Dharbadana 8 schools have secured 100% result, then Kepe 9 schools, Barmagoa 11 schools, Pedne 18 schools, all 18 got 100% result. Then Sattari 10 schools, total number of schools there, and Iswadi this is 18, so total 47% of 47% schools have got 100% result. So out of 402, 187 schools have got 100% result. This is the verification process. Verified, in case somebody wants to apply for a photocopy, verified photocopy of the answer books, they can do so by 25th May 2023. This is the last date. Re-evaluation they can apply till 29/5/2023. Verification of marks in absentia is last date is 29 May 2023. If the candidate applies for verified photocopy and or re-evaluation, she or he will not be permitted to apply for verification of marks in absentia because everything will be covered in those two cases. Schools, they are required to make the payment through payment gateway provided on the Goa board website. Individual candidates are not permitted to apply for verification. They have to make a request through the school itself, and the schools will send the request in a lot after making a payment. Some candidates, if they want to apply for re-evaluation after getting a photocopy, they can do so by following the date schedule. No candidate will be permitted to apply for verified photocopy, verification of marks in absentia, and re-evaluation of answer books because this just will not serve any purpose. So they can apply either verified photocopy, check the photocopy, and then apply for re-evaluation, or you directly apply for the re-evaluation. No results will be handed over to the candidate or parents at the distribution centers, even after producing the authority letter from the schools. Parents, they should not visit this office for any type of discrepancies pertaining to the result. However, if they want any discrepancies, they can route it to the schools. We have given the instruction to the heads of the institution to examine the request or the queries of the candidates which are coming by constituting 3 members committee which are well versed with the knowledge of the passing criteria at class 10, and if required they can forward their request to us. Private and ITI candidates have to collect their mark sheet from the board's office to the assistant secretary's office of this board. Supplementary examination will be conducted, or supplementary examination will be conducted by this board somewhere in the mid of June 2023. Now, who can appear for this supplementary examination? Number one, the candidates who are placed in the needs improvement category, the candidates who are placed in etiquette category, or the candidates who have withdrawn their form because of this reason or that reason. So all of them should take the benefit of supplementary examination. Especially the candidates etiquette, they should not be under the impression that they have been allowed to give the term, so therefore they should not appear for the supplementary examination. They should appear for the supplementary examination, which is a golden opportunity, and they should try to clear their examination so that there will not be any stress on their 11th standard studies. Now, etiquette is granted to those candidates who have got the remark as needs improvement in 1 or 2 subjects. So, if the overall grade is I or H, 2 I's, 2 H, or 1 I, 1 H. I and H are non-qualifying grades. So if they have got these grades, then they have to clear that particular subjects, or they have to apply for a verification. Still, if it is not clear, then they have to answer this supplementary examination. We are giving here a tentative date for supplementary examination. This is mid of June. Maybe we'll start from 20th of June 2023. This is the distribution schedule. From 24th May, the report cards or the mark sheets will be made available to the schools as per this schedule. The schools falling in Bardes Taluka and Penne Taluka should collect their report cards or should collect the statement of grades from Nyan Prasarak Vidyalaya Mapsa from 8:30 AM onwards. The schools from Bicholi and Sattari Taluka should collect their result sheets, statement of grades and marks from Shantadurga High School, Bailipet, Bicholi in Goa from 9 AM onwards. Schools from Kankona, Marmagova, Kepe, Salset and Sangem should collect the statement of marks from Loyola High School, Marmagova from 9 AM onwards. Honda schools and TIS or Dharwadana school should collect the statement of marks from AJ Almeda's High School